Illinois sheriffs who say they will not enforce the state's new assault weapons ban are now facing political blowback in their home counties.
4 members of Congress held a news conference in Illinois' second largest county and called on the sheriff to do his job or resign. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, has more on the mounting political pressure around this new law. Mark.
Mike and Ann, of course, there's a proper way to challenge laws. That's in court. And while an initial temporary restraining order shields some gun shops and gun owners from that assault weapons ban for now as the courts review that law, it's sheriffs who came out and said they won't enforce the law even before that judicial review that are now facing political backlash in their own backyards.
His actions are in contradiction to its oath to serve and protect.
Sheriff Mendrick must rescind his statement immediately and any directives to his employees.
Because if he can't, he's got to resign.
4 Democratic members of Congress from Illinois' second largest county called on DuPage County Sheriff Jim Mendrick to do his job.
And the oath that the sheriff took does not give him the rights of a Supreme Court justice to overturn the laws.
Monroe County Sheriff Neil Rolfing joined Mendrick and dozens of other sheriffs across the state who signaled their deputies would not go door to door looking for unregistered banned guns.
It's not something we're going to proactively go out and look for and enforce at this time.
Does he inspect for possession of child pornography? That's illegal. Does he inspect for possession of guns that would violate the 1934 National Firearms Act? That's illegal. Does he inspect for possession of narcotics? That's illegal.
Congressman Sean Casten compared Illinois' new ban on assault weapons to past federal bans on assault weapons, or to the fully automatic Tommy gun banned after Al Capone's mob murdered a rival gang nearly 100 years ago.
No one has ever said that law was unconstitutional.
But Republican critics base their argument on one key word in the Second Amendment.
These restrictions, that's an infringement.
Governor Pritzker confidently predicted courts will ultimately uphold the ban.
It fits within the confines of what is constitutional and acceptable.
Who holds law enforcement accountable? State law says Illinois sheriffs are commissioned by the governor, but that law does not spell out any specific steps to decommission them or yank their badge. Pritzker's political allies argue sheriffs who pick and choose laws they like or those they don't tear at the fabric of democracy itself.
Does everybody have the right to interpret the laws of the United States and decide what's enforceable? I don't think so, but let us know.
State police say they will enforce this law, and they say they're, quote, in the process of updating training and providing clarity for our officers to enforce this new law, which we will share with local law enforcement agencies. That statement goes on to say law enforcement officers have a responsibility to follow the law, and this is the law.